Today, International Day for the Conservation of the Mangrove Ecosystem. Mangroves are rare, spectacular and prolific ecosystems on the boundary between land and sea. These extraordinary ecosystems contribute to the well-being, food security, and protection of coastal communities worldwide. They support a rich biodiversity, and provide a valuable nursery habitat for fish and crustaceans. Mangroves also act as a form of natural coastal defense against storm surges, tsunamis, rising sea levels and erosion. Their soils are highly effective carbon sinks, sequestering vast amounts of carbon. Where the world total was estimated as 17 million hectares. Mangroves occupy less than 1% of the world's surface. Indian mangrove cover is distributed with a total area of 4,627.63 square kilometers among 12 maritime states and union territories. The Kerala state has 44 rivers and a wide network of estuaries and backwaters with tidal action. Kerala has a relatively small area under mangroves, just 25 square kilometers at present. Down from 700 square kilometers in 1957, the mangrove patches that still survive are distributed across many coastal districts. The mangrove forests of Kerala can be divided district-wise. Mainly 5 types of mangroves distributed in Kerala, such as Avicennia rhizospora, Condelia excowicarius oneracea. Today is International Mangrove Day, and here are just a few reasons we should care about mangroves. Biodiversity. They provide nesting and breeding habitat for fish and shellfish, migratory birds, and sea turtles. An estimated 80% of the global fish catch relies on mangrove forests, either directly or indirectly. Livelihoods. The rural communities we work with are fishers and farmers who depend on their natural environment to provide for their families. Healthy mangrove ecosystems mean healthy fisheries from which to fish, and healthy land on which to farm. Water. Mangroves are essential to maintaining water quality. With their dense network of roots and surrounding vegetation, they filter and trap sediments, heavy metals, and other pollutants. This ability to retain sediments flowing from upstream prevents contamination of downstream waterways and protects sensitive habitat like coral reefs and seagrass beds below. Coastal defense. Mangroves are the first line of defense for coastal communities. They stabilize shorelines by slowing erosion and provide natural barriers protecting coastal communities from increased storm surge, flooding, and hurricanes. Carbon storage. Mangroves sequester carbon at a rate 2 to 4 times greater than mature tropical forests, and store 3 to 5 times more carbon per equivalent area than tropical forests like the Amazon rainforest. This means that conserving and restoring mangroves is essential to fighting climate change, the warming of the global climate fueled by increased carbon emissions. That is already having disastrous effects on communities worldwide. At the same time, mangroves are vulnerable to climate change as sea level rise pushes ecosystems inland. Materials. In addition to consuming fish and shellfish from the mangroves, communities have historically used mangrove wood and other extracts for both building and medicinal purposes. Their potential as a source for novel biological materials, such as antibacterial compounds and pest resistance genes, remains largely undiscovered. Sustainable development. The potential for sustainable revenue-generating initiatives including ecotourism, sport fishing, and other recreational activities. The International Day for the Conservation of the Mangrove Ecosystem, celebrated each year on the 26th of July, aims to raise awareness of the importance of mangrove ecosystems as a unique, special and vulnerable ecosystem, and to promote solutions for their sustainable management, conservation and uses.